Hey everyone, it's Austin, also known as Mad Gigabit. For those who don't know, I actually am one of the few customers from Comcast Xfinity that has Gigabit Pro. Gigabit Pro is a Metro E or dedicated Ethernet service that is supplied by Xfinity, which is the residential side of Comcast. The plan had originally started as a symmetrical 2,000 megs down, 2,000 megs up. Then it was increased to 3,000 megs down and 3,000 megs up symmetrically earlier this year. Now it's at speeds over 5,000 megabits per second. It's currently rated at around 6.2 to 6.6 gigabits per second on the fiber handoff, and they also give you a free 1 gig symmetrical that is separate from that 6 gig, so you're totally ending up with almost 7.5 gigabits of internet for a low monthly price, honestly, of like $320 a month. It is honestly cheap whenever you look at last mile fiber to the home, also known as last mile or FTTH. It's honestly pretty affordable. They give you 2 static IPs, completely unmetered and unlimited dedicated bandwidth and data. I figured out an issue that I wanted to also show, that we have the speed now of over 6 gigs. But there was something that was quite interesting, so let's hop into it and see what my issue was. So, I wanted to touch bases basically on how the system works, what my issue was, and if you're interested in getting it, what you're going to need. So, typically, like Verizon Fios, Google Fiber, and all that, they give you like an ONT device, and it's not exactly fiber coming into the home. It's fiber that gets terminated into coaxial is what it is. And the fiber is left on the outside. The actual fiber comes in through the wall, and they actually have to splice it and actually melt glass, basically, the strands of the fiber into usable connections. Now, the issue was Comcast gives you a Juniper ACX 2100, which is a giant rack mount modem, basically. It's a router that assigns the IP addresses for the statics. And to use the full fiber, you have to use SFP+. Now, there are adapters that can do 10 gigabit Ethernet. However, I truly suggest, if you plan to do like a full 10 gig, because it's a 10 gig port, if you do a full 10 gig or 10,000 megabits per second throughput, you're going to want to get some sort of secondary router. I would not in any way suggest running your computer directly from the Juniper. I do it in a pinch. I do it to test outside of the network environment of the Ubiquity Dream Machine Pro that we use. But honestly, I would suggest getting either like a MikroTik or a Ubiquity Dream Machine. Now, I am running into some issues with MikroTik. The nice thing with MikroTik is you can use any SFP plus transceivers, which are the laser modules. However, Ubiquity, you do have to have Ubiquity ones. They're the only company that will accept only Ubiquity, you know. Some companies and vendors will accept any, like MikroTik, Ubiquity. You have to use Ubiquity, and I have the Dream Machine Pro. It's only $400. They're constantly in stock. They are extremely affordable, and they have an amazing interface. Now, when you get that, you run the Juniper to the UDM. I'll show you here. But then you're going to have to run it into your computer, and I suggest a Mellanox Connect X3 card. At a minimum, I would suggest a Mellanox Connect X4, which is a PCI card that slides in and you just run fiber. Let me show you. So, I apologize up front for the cable management. We've been testing some stuff, as you see, with the fiber. So this is the Juniper ACX 2100 that they give you. There goes the fiber. It comes in, this is where they terminate it. So if you look on over here, this is the fiber, it goes up in. These are your SFP plus modules. Slide in here like such, as the Juniper wants to spin up. So the MikroTik, sorry, the Juniper, you have the fiber come in on this side, and then what we do is we have it running. I was testing it with the MikroTik today. We have this going into the Dream Machine Pro, the UDM We can actually see the throughput right now of that live. And then I have it going over to my PC. We were testing it up here with the MikroTik, because the MikroTik honestly is not bad. It's just that we were having some issues with the routing, and it's mainly because it's such an advanced router. If you want an easy router, this UDM Pro is the best way to go, but if you want one that is full featured, VPN, all that, this is a 36 core, 8 gig RAM router. Absolutely fantastic. That is the Mellanox Connect X3 card. You can kind of see it below the 3080 Ti there, but that is the Mellanox card, and it is PCIe capable. Okay, so let's take a look at the speed test of the Gigabit Pro plan here through Comcast Xfinity. And just look at that speed. That is insane, and look at how sustained it is. It's not even fluctuating. Now, I am hosting quite a few game servers. We'll do a couple more here as I talk. So I do host quite a few game servers, a couple hundred actually. I do 5M VPS hosting, 5PD, ESX, QB Core. I also do Rust, Minecraft, TeamSpeak, a bunch of that stuff. So the upload can be dependent on what our demand is wise, you know, server wise. But look at that. That is from Comcast Xfinity. So, if you guys have any questions about how you can get Gigabit Pro, or basically what it's capable of, go ahead and visit my website. It's madgigabit.com, or hop in my Discord, which is right here. Hop in my Discord, guys. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, follow, share it. This is amazing, guys. If you have any questions, let me know.